Hey Globemad geeks, welcome to Bolivia. We're at a place that is both very exciting and very scary. That road over there is the world's most dangerous road, known to locals as Death Road because it's so narrow and there are steep drops off the edge. Today we're talking about friction, and friction is a force that's going to keep me alive today. Why? Because it helps me keep my bike at a sensible speed and it helps me keep control of my bike. Normally we think of friction as a negative thing because it opposes motion. We sometimes call it drag, but today friction is on my side. Let's look at some examples of where friction is going to be at work. The first and most important example is the friction between the surface of my tyre and the surface of the road. An interesting fact about a moving bike is that the point of the tyre that's in contact with the road is not moving relative to the road. In other words, the point of your tyre that touches the road should be still. Have a look at this. As the bike moves forward, watch this point of the tyre come onto the road and then it lifts back up again. But as it's touching the road, it's not moving. If that point of the tyre was moving compared to the road, then the tyre would be slicking or would be going into a skid and I'd lose control of my bike. So the friction between the rubber of the tyre and the road is very important. There's also friction which works on the brakes. When I push the brakes, the pads move into the wheel disc and they stop it from moving, or they slow it down, and that produces heat energy as this rubbing. That's really useful because it reduces my kinetic energy. It slows me down and therefore enables me to control my bike and not go tumbling off an edge. Another example of friction as I'm going to be cycling down this hill is called air resistance. Now, air resistance occurs when any object or any body moves through the air, and the reason we have air resistance is because the moving body is constantly pushing through air molecules, and those air molecules are colliding with the surface of the body that's moving, and that creates a force, and that force opposes motion. In all of these cases, friction is a force that's opposing motion, but that's not a bad thing, because we need to keep our motion under control in order to get down a mountain like this safely. So I am very thankful for friction today. Enjoy the view.